We rolling?
Okay, it looks like we're rolling. So we're live today from I guess it's 2026. I keep forgetting that, right?
Yeah,
The
26.
Superintendent Symposium. And so it's the live edition of Spilling the Tea in Studio D. And, man, we're starting off with a bang this year. I mean, I don't know that we've ever done this before, have we?
No.
Yeah.
Not
So
ever.
Dr. Nathan Morris from Cross County, right?
No, that's not right. That's not my name.
Yeah, it is. I know. It's got to be. Hey, let me say something. They told you to say that?
They told me to say that.
Well, and let me point out the smartest guy in the
Great
bunch.
job.
Okay, you ready? It's that guy right there because he reminded them they've got evaluations coming up in about a week.
that's true.
So, yeah. So,
We're not too
Yeah.
great.
Hey,
It'll be
evaluations,
okay.
you always have to leave with something to grow on.
Well, that's exactly
Their
right.
sense of humor.
Yeah, I could have called him Hacksaw and I'd have been okay with it. So.
Yeah, Katie's over
Yeah.
here trying to mess us up.
Yeah.
She's
So,
like Jason
yeah.
Norris.
I
Then,
locked
like-
it in. That's when I refer back to the radio days. I mean, you give me something.
I should
If I
have had a
repeat it in my
camera.
head
I
a
should
couple
have
of
had
times.
a camera
so.
on your face. Just
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
what? That's not.
Well, I started to say you Googled the wrong
Yeah.
person. but
You did
anyway.
great. You did great.
Yeah, but superintendent of the year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Incredible honor, man.
Thank you.
and,
Congrats.
And congrats on the football championship.
Yeah.
We were at Fountain Lake together in '09 when we won it.
Okay.
And one of the things I tell everybody about that, probably the best thing, is some of those little issues or problems you deal with, they're not there when you win in a football championship.
No, I've told a lot of people this year, athletics is not the most important thing in a school district. We all
Right.
know that, but it is pretty important.
Oh,
It is.
yes.
And
Yes.
when the football season's go, you've got
Yeah.
your whole first semester whipped.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's less
Yeah.
fights, there's less arguments.
That's right. Yeah, it's
There's less problems.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, kids rally behind. That's the greatest thing that we probably see all
Right.
the time. Kids rally behind other kids.
Oh, absolutely.
They
and they
do.
get on board.
Yeah.
And man, from a superintendent seat, that was awesome to watch.
Oh yeah,
to
yeah,
be a
and
part
like I
of that.
said, it's I even think back on lots of things for us. It was like the year that we got there and won it. Like there was some issue with a game, they didn't get to play in War Memorial because they had already booked it. Yeah, but it was such a cool experience.
That's neat.
So how many kids do y'all have at Cross County?
We're at about 672
Okay, right.
the last week that I
Yeah,
checked.
yeah, and the reason I asked that.
With another 60, we have 60 other pre-K students that are
Gotcha,
through the co-op.
gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So we've
Yeah.
got over 750 humans.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah.
672.
So
people.
co-op director, who's y'all's co-op director?
Pam Castro,
Oh, okay. You got a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crowley's
yeah.
Ridge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Pam and
so,
Dawn.
Yeah. So, but the reason I ask, the size of your school, I think it's a testament to you and the innovative things that you're pulling off. I mean, you don't have to be from a 7A school district necessarily to be considered, for this honor, because you guys are doing some pretty cool
Yeah.
stuff down there.
Well, we tell people all the time when they're looking to, as us, for maybe an option. If you want to be a part of a 100-person band or
Right.
or
Yeah.
a 50-person drama play, we're not set up for that.
Right.
But we still offer.
Yeah.
Right.
Those
Oh,
things.
absolutely.
And it is it's humbling, but we just we grow the roots where we are. We take teachers and staff that we're no different than anywhere
Yep.
else in smaller schools. We get non-traditional teachers when we have
Right.
openings, but we have a 97. The last 2 years we've got a 97%
Wow.
retention rate
That's
on
wonderful.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
effective teachers.
Oh yeah.
And so we don't have a lot of turnover. When we
Yeah.
do, we know we're probably getting non-traditional.
Right.
But we tell people if you have a passion for kids
Right.
and a will to get better, the systems we have in
Yep.
place can make
Absolutely.
you into a phenomenal
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So what year is this for you overall?
This is number 9 in superintendency at Cross County.
Yeah.
27 overall in the
Okay.
business.
Okay. Yeah, I did 9 at Fountain Lake and then been at the co-op. It's hard to believe for 10 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but it's year 30
You're
for both
30.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We student taught together. So what's wrong with this picture? I mean, and I've hired
I
her
do not-
twice.
I
That's
don't
what's
dye
up
my
with the
hair.
gray
Will there be a third time?
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
know. If my hair falls out, that.
Yeah. Mine's
completely-
already gone.
Yeah. Hey, but no, and I know Cross County for many, many years has been really kind of a diamond in the rough. I mean, lots of notoriety even on the national level.
Sure.
And so I saw Matt earlier.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, he laid a lot of the groundwork,
Yeah,
obviously,
right, yeah.
and he was a true visionary.
Yep.
And you know, we were able. There was somebody in the gap about 3 years between us.
Yeah.
But you know, I wanted to pick up the mantle and continue and grow. And
Right.
that's what our board, when I got there,
Yeah.
they were like, look, here's the standard, but we want to continue. There's
yeah.
no lull here. We want to continue to grow. And, you know, we've been fortunate enough to be able to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's important. Any job that you take, especially in administration, one of the first things you got to look at is bringing the vision of growth and knowing that, hey, you know, good enough is just that.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
Well, we do so much with even our state standards now at the Department of Ed. There's so much that gets put into growth, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, at our district, we were monitoring growth before
Right.
growth was a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah.
so, you know, that is one of the things that we look at in our
Right.
teacher evaluation systems
Yeah.
are how much are you growing kids?
Right.
If you're a third grade math teacher and you grow your kids one grade,
Right.
that's perfect. We ought to
Yes.
build a statue of you.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If you move them 2 grades within a year,
Right.
then
Yeah,
we need
wow.
to paint it gold.
Yeah.
But we also look at that if you get that third grade math student that's behind
Yes.
by 2 years and you just catch them up 1 year, that's still great. You're
Oh, yeah.
growing kids. Like,
Absolutely.
and
yeah.
and I think sometimes we fall into the negative connotation
Right.
of state where we're at a place where that kid
Yeah.
can't grow. Every kid can grow. Every single student,
Yeah.
every teacher can grow.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can grow.
This takes a lot of
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah, it takes a
That's-
little extra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
But
talk
they can
about
grow.
this.
Yeah.
Let's not be average. Let's be great.
That's right.
Not be
And that's the thing, and getting your team, your staff, you know, with that same vision. I mean, it sounds so easy, but it takes a little while, especially moving into a new district or, you know, like you said, what you've been there 9 years.
Yes.
Where are
Yeah.
you from originally?
I'm originally from Beebe. I grew up in
Okay.
Beebe, and my first year of superintendency, the year before that, I was at the Two Rivers School District in the
Okay.
Red Valley
Yeah.
for a year, and then prior to that, I probably my longest serving time. I was the head girls basketball coach, then for 11 years at Lone Oak. 7 years into that, I picked up AD role,
Right.
and then in my last 2 years there,
Yeah.
Suzanne Bailey, the superintendent at the
yeah.
time, put me in the position of director of support services.
Gotcha.
And I was like,
Yeah.
what the heck is that? she
Yeah.
was like, well, it's going to be everything non-curricular.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm still going to coach. She was like,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
And still AD. And I was like, so I'm doing 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I'm going to pay you the exact same. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She said, but this is going to get you ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where you're headed.
Yeah.
And she said, but there's one thing that you've got to do. So I'm a little different than a lot of superintendents in the state. I've never been a principal.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
I
that's
was I
rare.
got moved to
Right.
that position. But what she did was she said, but here's what's going to set you apart. You're going to be over everything non-curricular is going to fall into your lap, but you also need to be in every district level curriculum meeting.
Right. Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of decision making there, but I need you in the room.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that 2 years was like hyperdrive,
Oh yeah.
putting me ready to superintendency.
Right.
Yeah,
And so
learned a lot.
very fortunate to get a job at Two Rivers. Great folks,
Yeah.
but I had the opportunity at Cross County, and I
Sure.
knew I wanted to go be a part of some of those
Yeah.
things.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. So if you could go back and tell first year superintendent self, what would you
Yeah.
tell yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of what I said in my speech out there. Myself, John LaFoon, that's now
Right.
at Farmington, and Chris Nail,
Yeah.
that's now at Benton. At the time, John was the incoming superintendent at Star City.
Gotcha.
Chris was incoming superintendent at Rosebud. And we 3 got together and just
Yeah.
said, you know what, we're going to ask each other the questions
Right.
to not ask dumb questions
Right.
of
Yeah.
folks
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
And that was not the smart
Yeah.
way,
Right.
because all those superintendents in that room out there are willing to help.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just ask for it.
Well,
and
yeah.
ask for help so that you don't get yourself into a spot, into a hole
Right.
that's hard to dig out of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So much easier to ask
Yeah.
for help on the front
Oh,
end.
it is, and you know, and I'm like you. I think in the beginning, like you're saying, you're kind of gun shy, but
Yeah.
But I mean, even reaching around, maybe across the state to I got a name from a friend.
Yeah.
And not one time did anybody seem put off. I mean, always willing to help.
That's right.
Yep.
Always, and that's a fun part of my day. It's not something that's scheduled in, but to get
Right.
Yeah.
to get a phone call from somebody that,
Yeah.
because deep down what we are as superintendents, we're
Right.
problem solvers.
Oh yeah,
Right.
That's really what we are.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
you're
if
right.
somebody calls on you to help you solve them a problem,
Yeah.
solve a problem, or to at
Right.
least lay out another alternative, we're not completing the equation for them, but we're giving them another number that could go in.
Absolutely, and that's the best part about this job is sometimes, like you say, it might be a problem to help solve, or maybe sometimes just to lend a listening ear.
That's right.
To one of my superintendents and say, hey, have you ever experienced anything like this?
That's right, because
Yeah.
they can't, because that superintendent sometimes can't have that same conversation with their assistant.
Oh,
Or
absolutely.
their high school
Right.
That's
principal.
right.
Exactly.
Or
Absolutely.
their business manager.
Yeah, and,
Yep.
and 9 times out of 10, I'll say, yeah, I can help with that. Now, this is what I did. Don't do it.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Don't make
Yeah,
the same
right.
mistake.
Yeah,
Don't repeat
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Well, again, congratulations. I know you probably got a book signing, autograph session lined up, and all that good stuff. But really and truly, a lot of what we do is on the road. But we'd love to come down and maybe get into a
Absolutely.
deep dive at your district.
Absolutely.
If you'll have
we,
us. So
we bring we work with NIT, National
Yeah.
Institute for Excellence in Teaching.
right.
They're all the time bringing people through,
Wow.
and we welcome
Okay.
that
Awesome.
because we feel like it's always an opportunity
Yeah.
to show what we're doing. It's not a dog and pony show.
Right.
Right.
What you come in and see is what's going on the day
Yeah.
before, and it'll be
Right.
going on the day
Oh,
after.
Yeah.
Well, probably one of the most eye-opening things for us. This is we just finished the 40th year of co-ops, and so we pledged to our cohorts that we're going to come do a podcast at each co-op. And man,
There you go.
it was awesome just to
Oh yeah,
to hear
places
them
in
highlight
Arkansas I'd
schools.
never even
Yeah,
or heard of.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
But we're such a small state that we're really connected, and there's within they talk about the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Really, in our state,
Yes.
we're 1 degree from
Yeah.
being able to
Oh,
get
yeah.
in touch with somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
and-
Somebody
Yeah.
has that number.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
and where we are in Arkadelphia, we have 2 4-year universities, so we get the opportunity to get to interns before they go out, and
Yeah.
that's one of the things we try to stress to them is, although this is probably, if not the largest profession in the state of Arkansas, it's a tight family.
That's right.
So it
Yep.
really
Right.
is.
Yep.
Well, again, we appreciate you, and keep doing the good work. And hopefully, we'll give you a call and head your way one day.
Absolutely.
All
We'd
right.
love to have you.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, all right.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet
Yeah.
you.
Hey, great to see you again.
All right. Thank you.
You
Congrats
betcha.
and-
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
Are y'all continuing on? Do I need to press
no,
on?
No, we're good. I think we're going to bring in Roy.
Okay.
So
Roy Hester?
yeah, you know what they
Uh-oh.
say. Hey.
Hey, listen. You guys that run co-ops,
Yeah.
y'all catch a bad rap sometimes.
Yeah.
But retired co-op directors really catch
Oh
a
yeah.
bad rap.
That's
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh, Roy.
100%.
Oh, Roy.
100%.
Come on
yeah.
in here, Roy.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
thank
Again,
you.
congratulations.
Yes, congrats. That's awesome. Aw. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Candace.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hey, how are you, Darren Beckwith? All right. Good to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah,
You'll
put
be able-
that on and kind of
you'll be able
introduce
to hear
yourself and
Yeah.
tell us who you're with. There you go. All right.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
see, I can remember. This is my dad's name, so I can remember.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
How are you?
So,
Just fine.
now you're who?
I am Dr. Samuel Slott. I'm superintendent of Costat River School District.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. We drove by that on our
On our co-op tour.
our co-op tour.
Yeah.
That's a great looking campus. Looked like
Uh-huh.
there was some growth going on out there a little bit,
Um,
maybe building wise.
Building wise, but we're kind of like most every school district in the
Yeah.
state of Arkansas. Declining enrollment.
Yeah, right.
Most schools have been seeing declining enrollment over the last several years. There's a handful of areas that have
Right.
growth.
Yeah.
But we're hanging on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a great looking
yeah,
campus.
nice campus.
Yes, and it's
yeah.
right
Yeah.
off the highway.
Yes.
the
How long
high
have you
school.
been there?
This is my second year there.
Okay.
Okay. So walk us up to that point. Where were you before then?
Well, I started out. I guess my first job in education was out Alma School District. I was a
Gotcha.
long-term sub for speech.
Okay.
I was a December graduate, so
Right.
you can't hardly find a job
Yep.
in the
Yeah.
middle of the year.
Right.
Yep.
I then went to Fort Smith and worked at Darby Junior High,
Mm-hmm.
and with Northside football team. I had
Okay.
I did my student teaching at Northside in
Gotcha.
Fort Smith, and then helped out with the volunteered to learn how to be a coach with the football staff.
Right.
Had a very good experience with that.
Yeah.
Then my wife got a job in Northwest Arkansas, and we moved to Bentonville for 1 year.
Gotcha.
Spent that there 1 year, and then I ended up at Mansfield.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Know where that's
I
at. Yeah.
spent
Me too.
12 years at Mansfield.
Okay.
Everything from social studies teacher, East facilitator, football and track coach,
Oh wow.
and then led into elementary principal for 4
Yeah.
years, and then after that, I spent 10 years as the elementary principal in Lavaca.
Yep.
And that's where I had lived when I was actually coaching and teaching in Mansfield.
Yeah.
So moved there, spent 10 years, and then this 2 years ago got the opportunity to be superintendent at
Yeah.
Costat River.
Okay. So
Awesome.
how many total years you got?
I've got 26 and a half.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Good. Yeah.
Closeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So along that journey, I mean, you said some things in there that kind of mirror mine in places. The first year of coaching, I volunteered with the football team, and I look back on those experiences and what I learned from, just being a part of that. And being a coach and how to handle things really prepared me later on in life as an administrator.
Yeah. There were a lot of things. We were very fortunate that year. I volunteered at Fort Smith Northside. We ended up winning a state championship
Wow,
that year.
that's all, that never
I
hurts.
thought when I got into coaching, I thought this is the way it's supposed to be every year,
Yeah.
and it's not.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did have a good
Awesome.
run when I was at Lavaca with girls track, and
Right.
won about 10 state championships.
Oh wow,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
There was I will say the best thing was I guess my coaching mentors that I had
yeah,
were very organized
yeah,
and thorough people.
yeah,
I am not that organized as
Yeah.
compared to what I see them as.
yeah,
But the biggest thing I think early coaching, especially at Northside, the staff was an older staff.
yes,
I should say experience.
yeah,
'cause they
Yeah.
weren't
right,
really,
right,
But they had been through so much,
Mm-hmm.
and it was an easy going,
Mm.
and you didn't have coaches throwing up before games
Right.
and stuff. And
Right.
I've
Yeah.
seen that before
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
nerves.
yeah.
They were calm, cool,
Yeah.
and collective,
Yeah.
and they knew they had put in the work, and
Yep,
it was time to perform. But I really look back at some of the coaches I had at Northside that were more experienced coaches, and I still to this day credit
Yeah.
a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of the way I go into things, because
Yeah.
nothing is never the end of the world.
that's right,
Right.
absolutely.
And,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I
Aaron
know
says it all the
too.
time.
It helped me with decision making. Like when in the flow of the game, you're making decisions quick, and some days administration can be that way. Teaching for sure is that way, but like you're saying, the thing probably that taught me, I'm not an organized person, but with that being said, having been around that and watching them. The calm during the storm. It was something that I'll never forget that. Yeah.
And that's the thing I think is the biggest thing is you have to be calm during the storm and make good decisions.
Right.
It's a lot easier to make good
Yeah.
and when there's not a storm going
Sure.
on.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But you've got to be ready when there are things that are going negatively,
Oh yeah.
that you can still make good
Oh yeah.
good decisions and not get rattled.
Take a
Oh,
deep breath. and just
absolutely.
Take a
remain
deep breath. It's
calm.
not the end of the world. We
Yeah.
can get through this and be
Right.
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I think you need to tackle life as it is,
Yep.
just whether it's
Great advice.
education or something
Yeah.
else.
Great
Okay,
advice.
okay, we'll hit you with the final question here.
Okay.
So, if you weren't doing what you're doing, what would you be doing? So, if you weren't in education, what would be career 2, maybe?
That is a question I've asked myself before. I think I don't know. I have some experience I didn't really go into it with you guys, but I was an actual exchange student myself.
Oh,
when I
wow.
was younger,
Okay.
living
Yeah.
overseas.
Yeah.
Maybe like State Department or
Okay.
working in
Uh-huh.
foreign
Yeah.
embassies or
Oh,
something.
absolutely.
Like that would
Yeah.
have been
Neat.
kind of what I thought I was going to do
Right. Yeah.
at a time, but
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, yeah, I kind of did the
Love to
reverse.
travel.
Yeah, I got to work in radio what I thought I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and then switched over. I'm one of the few people that will admit in public that I got into education for the money, because radio don't pay squat.
Yeah.
So,
But see, then
yeah.
he brings his radio stuff
Yeah,
here
so,
with this
but yeah.
podcast.
But you have the face for radio.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you don't know how many times I've heard that. Yes, all throughout. And my mom, I think, probably was the first one to say that. So, well, we appreciate you taking time, and
Yeah.
good luck to you. And keep on keeping on. It's,
All right.
I mean, it's, I tell people all the time, it's really a challenging profession, but probably the most rewarding one for sure.
So rewarding.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It is
it
very
is.
rewarding.
Very.
Well, it's nice to meet you, and again, we
Yes.
appreciate you taking your time to
Thank
stop
you.
in today.
Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. I got my next one lined up.
Okay.
Somewhat working. I'm on 20.
Hey.
Wow.
Are we on schedule? We're on. She's keeping us on schedule.
Katie's doing something on schedule. Hey, for now.
Listen, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I got to find out where Michael got the cookie. He walks over here with these cookies.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Candace Bennett. Nice to
Hey,
meet
Darren Beckwith.
Yeah,
good to
nice-
meet you, Greg.
you. Oh. Yeah, you're good. You'll be able to hear us good when you put it
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
So,
So you got voluntold?
Got voluntold.
I say, Gregory, you're at Osceola?
Yes, sir.
So what do you do up
Awesome.
there?
I'm actually the superintendent.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
how
got
long
you.
have you been there?
All right.
This is my first year.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know my man Todd Lewis.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
He runs our ALE program.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Todd's an incredible person, man. He's one of the hardest working folks I've been around.
Yeah, great
So,
guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. Great guy.
So,
where were you
uh,
before? Like,
I was in Marion.
Yeah.
I was an assistant superintendent in Marion.
Oh, yeah.
Marion School District.
Yeah. So so we know Mike Skelton. He was
Yeah, Dr.
he was one of our guys
Uh-huh.
at one time.
Uh-huh.
Of course,
A lot of
I know Dr. Fenner,
Yeah,
that's
Richard
right.
Atwell that's
Yeah,
there
he's
now.
there now. yeah.
Oh,
Don't ask
Atwell.
him too many questions about me, because we were in the frat together in college
Oh,
at
I
A
got you, I
State.
got you.
So there's some stories we're taking to the grave. So, yeah.
I promise I understand.
Yeah.
I get
So
it.
first year superintendent, going from assistant to superintendent,
Uh-huh.
what do you think maybe your top couple of challenges or things you encounter you wasn't really thinking you would maybe?
I think the biggest challenge, is when you're an assistant superintendent, the buck don't stop with you.
Right?
Uh-huh.
That's
You always
right.
got that extra layer of
Uh-huh.
protection
Yeah.
and coverage.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So, when you sit in that different seat, then
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
issues, everyone's emergencies become your own.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to try to figure out how to figure out which emergencies you should be addressing and which
Right.
emergencies are their emergencies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's the key. And I also think that as a superintendent, you have to, I said it earlier, you have to be okay with being misunderstood for extended periods of time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's right.
And if you
That's-
can't handle that, then
Yeah.
the job is going to be tough.
That-
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah. Because
great,
I
great
mean,
point.
and eventually when you can pull the curtain open and they
Voila.
see, yeah, exactly. They can see the good
Yeah.
of your methods and.
Yeah,
and-
I had
and-
no desire to be a superintendent. Principal was good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
But Darren's been a superintendent.
So where's home for you?
Home originally, I was born and raised, and I grew up in Oxford, Mississippi.
Okay. All right.
I went to the University of Mississippi.
Yeah.
I bleed red and blue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So how did you end up in Arkansas?
So I left there and I started my teaching and coaching career in Marion, Arkansas. So
Gotcha.
I did
Okay.
that
Okay.
for about 5 years, and then I
Okay.
transitioned to, I was the assistant principal in Stuttgart.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Left Stuttgart, became a principal and assistant principal in the Greenbrier School District.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I left there. I became assistant superintendent in the Jacksonville North Pulaski School.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I'm from Mississippi, so I ended
Okay.
up back on the eastern side of the state.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
I was the special education director. Then I became the director of curriculum and professional development. Then I became assistant superintendent in Marion.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this past year, I transitioned over
Okay.
to
So
super.
Well,
you've
good.
had plenty of experiences to
Yeah.
help you in your role.
Yeah.
Then. That's awesome.
And that's the thing, somebody once told me one time they're like, so the co-op would be my longest stint. I've been there 10 years, but
Right.
they're like, man, you're not afraid to move around. I think
Right,
it was
right,
a
right.
backhanded compliment, but here's what I would tell them: look, every job I've held, even for a short period of time,
Right.
it has been experience. and as long as you can keep building, I mean,
Yeah.
you got to keep
Well,
doing it.
I think it's kind of ironic because different leaders that I've worked under, I've always learned something.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
And you
like
take
God
all
puts you
those
in those situations to learn.
learn-
Yeah,
learn
for your future.
And that's the cool thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're in it, I mean, you're constantly building on your philosophy.
Yep.
I mean, you get to take the best of the best and put you sprinkle yours in there.
Yep.
And that's the thing I think that's it been amazing about. I've been doing it 30 years,
Right.
and having that opportunity just to, to run into folks and see how they do things.
Well, it's been great for me. I became an assistant principal. Excuse me. I started off. My principal, he's actually here now, Dr. Cedric Hawkins. And first thing he taught me is how to manage a building.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
got to be able to manage your school.
That's
He taught me
right.
what do you do when you come in?
Yeah.
Transition over to Greenbrier.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows how big instruction and teaching
Yeah.
and learning is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They taught me about how to be an instructional leader.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
non-negotiable.
Yes.
right.
You,
So
got,
you
yep,
take
gotta
those
have
two
those
things
two
together.
Yeah. Oh,
And
absolutely.
then
Yep.
you can, you know what I'm saying, start really trying to figure out who
Well,
you are as a
and,
leader.
and the other thing about that experience, the way I look at that is, I mean, it helps you make decisions, but second of all, it gives you empathy with some of the groups as you grew,
Right.
and that, to me, there's no more. Probably no more credibility when you can say, I've been in that chair or I've been in that seat, and this is, I can relate,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's important. So if you weren't a superintendent or weren't in education, what would you be doing?
I think I would like to be a lawyer.
Oh yeah, I
Ah.
got you.
I think
Yeah.
I'd like to be a lawyer. I
Well, as a superintendent, sometimes you got to
we
be.
are. Right, you know, we-
Lawyer,
yeah,
counselor,
we've
yeah.
been in a few situations where,
Yeah, yeah.
having that thought process
Yeah.
has been helpful.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah,
Love it.
But if I were to say what would I want to do, I think I would like to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
well, good luck to you, man. We appreciate you taking time.
Yeah, even though you were voluntold.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad. It wasn't that
yeah.
bad.
So,
yeah.
how often do you get to get back to Oxford?
Man, I go to Oxford about every weekend.
Do you?
Still have
Okay.
a lot of family.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
family's
Yeah.
still there.
How far is that from Eastern Arkansas? It's not too far.
It's about from Marion there. It's about hour and a half.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's not
that's
bad.
not bad
so
at
it's
all.
not-
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Good.
We won't call the hogs on you.
I don't,
yeah.
I never had a problem with the Razorbacks
Right.
until I moved to Arkansas.
Listen,
Ole
Yeah.
Miss, we
it-
hate Mississippi
listen,
State. Like
Yeah.
we hate Mississippi State.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When I moved across the river,
Yeah.
yeah.
everybody in Arkansas loves the Razorbacks.
Yeah.
I
Crazy
know.
thing I ever seen.
It's hard to be
Yeah.
a Razorback
Oh.
fan.
Hey,
Gregory,
Like in
it's
Mississippi,
hard.
though, like you can
Yeah.
be a Mississippi State fan.
Yeah.
You can be an Ole Miss
Yeah.
fan. You
Yeah.
can be a Southern Miss fan.
Yeah.
But in Arkansas,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
it don't matter what
Hey,
school you went to.
I started
you're a
saying
Razorback.
I went to A State, and I'm
Razorback.
and I'm a Red Wolf fan. Of course, we were Indians back then, but
Right.
but still, I'm a Razorback.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the whole
Sure.
state.
They
Yeah,
got the whole
state,
state.
yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
So-
So,
I know it.
well, man, good luck to you.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
All right.
Nice
You
to
betcha.
meet
Nice to meet
you.
Yeah.
y'all as well.
Yeah.
Have a good
All right.
day.
Take
Have a
care.
great
You
year.
betcha. All right.
Katie's got you a little something. Be careful. I love his socks. I just now noticed them. Hello, Mr. Chad Jordan. How are you?
Chad, how are you? All right. Good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's like
Yeah.
long time no see.
Yeah.
Huh?
Here, put the old headphones on so you can hear Candace when she cusses.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't. A lot of times she says it under her
Don't-
breath,
don't
but
listen to her.
it's thrown at me, so don't worry. About it.
Okay.
So you're about, I guess we could say, what, 3/4 of the way through your first year as an actual superintendent, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I mean, you've made it this far, right? And
Too
So
late
far.
to turn
so
back
far,
now.
yeah,
Too
yeah.
late to turn back now. huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, so I know you've been an assistant soup. So big differences between going from assistant to soup. What would you say? What's the biggest one if you could do it?
You know, I've always thought that I tried to look at the broader picture, but boy, when you step from that assistant soup and being over certain parts of the school, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
All of
you're
it,
the
yeah.
person that
Yeah,
has
it's
to
your
look
baby.
at all of it.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
be accountable for all.
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
That's,
yeah,
that's a big
yeah.
difference.
Absolutely.
It's huge.
Yeah.
But
that's
you
tough.
know, I always found that too. But with that accountability, it really kind of made me refocus, if you will. You know, as far as why I'm here, what it's all about. I mean, even on the worst of days, you know, driving home, I'd always tell myself, you know, focus on those kids, and are we growing kids, or you know, that kind of thing. And so, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. but it's a good different most days.
Oh yes,
You
yeah,
know?
it's a great difference. You know, sitting in here listening to this finish empty
Yeah.
Jason Curry talking just now, it's like hit home what I was thinking this time last year is,
Yeah.
is I could have stayed where I was at,
Yep.
been happy, been
Yeah.
comfortable,
Yeah.
and kind of went off into retirement. But I
Oh,
would
yeah.
have always asked myself, what if?
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
And
exactly.
So this
Yeah.
has been a goal of mine to be able to do this
Yeah.
and possibly lead a district at some
Sure.
point.
Uh-huh.
So this is something I've wanted to do,
Yeah.
and so I took
Yeah.
a step out there and
Yeah.
ventured out and have met a lot of great people along the way, and it's
Yeah.
been a great
100%.
experience.
Well, and I agree with that. I mean, you know, you and I have talked about it. I'm a what if to what the hell kind of guy, right?
Yes.
So, but I'm like you. I feel like getting to know you. You're very challenge driven, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And when you're wired that way, I mean, success is really the only thing you're going to go after.
Well,
you know?
that's where you're going to go, and you know, I think it's a fine balance with even Dr. Thurman this morning talking about purpose anxiety.
Yeah.
Is you can drive yourself crazy just with the purpose, just
Oh, yeah.
trying
Right.
to how do I attack this, how do we
Yeah.
go about this,
Right.
and not being able to turn that off.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to turn that off and take
Yep.
care of yourself.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do. You do.
100%.
You do.
Yeah, because that's right. Because if you're not taking care of you, other things are going to get tougher. I think.
Yes.
And you know that's the other part. I think it took me a couple years to learn. We don't have to have all the answers all the time, and it's okay to say, "Let me think about that." Because my tendency in the beginning, you know, I came from a principal seat, and it was answer this, answer
Yeah.
this, answer this.
Constant.
And then, but it took me a little while to settle in and say, well, you know, let me get back to you on that.
Definitely can get decision fatigue.
Oh, yes.
If you rapid fire and you're not willing to slow down occasionally,
Yeah.
you're going to make
Yeah.
mistakes
Yeah.
when you get there.
So how
Yeah.
many years you been in education?
I'm finishing up 28 this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
I'll start
right with
tea
us.
dropping
Yeah.
in the spring.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
That's a good place to be,
It's-
too.
That is
yeah.
a good place
It
to
is
be.
a good place
Yeah.
to be.
That is a good
Yeah.
place to be.
Yep.
So
2 years in for
You know, I don't know if I've ever asked you this question, but if you weren't superintendent or in education, let's say, what do you think you'd be doing?
You know, that's a good question. I really don't know. I worked for Walmart for 8 years while
Oh,
I was
wow.
in high school and college, worked on
Yeah.
a farm.
Yeah.
At one time, thought I wanted to go into management with Walmart.
Yeah.
And I've got a good buddy who has made a career
Yeah.
with Walmart, and that probably would have been the route I would have
Yeah.
taken at that time, just knowing where I was. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
but this is something I always wanted to do. Of course, in
Yeah.
the beginning, I thought I wanted to coach and teach.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
and
yeah.
and so then it transformed
Sure.
to administration.
Listen, I worked at Walmart through high school, college, and then even after teaching,
Yes,
I worked
I-
on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I was there at 8 o'clock, and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
when I was a teenager, worked on a farm, a little farm there in northeast Arkansas, and
Awesome.
Yeah.
helped in the rice and bean fields.
Yep.
And I would work there until 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then I'd
Go to
go
Walmart.
Wow.
put on my Walmart vest and name tag, and I'd go to
Wow.
work at Walmart till 10 or 11 o'clock.
Yep,
see-
that's got that work ethic.
Well,
that's, awesome.
that's what I started to say. I mean, you know, that's the thing about all the experiences in life as we go through all this is the experience we gain, and like the work ethic piece is something I think that's one of those things that you learn early on. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And if you really do want to be successful, you got to put in the effort. You got to put in the time.
Yeah.
I know a buddy of mine, a high school friend of mine. He started working Walmart right out of or during high school and has stuck with it. And like I say, incredible retirement. I mean, done well for himself.
Yes.
But again, you know that's the thing is though even being in education, I can 100% tell you, and I feel you're the same. No regrets about making that dive into education.
Oh no, none at
Yeah.
all, none at
Yeah.
all. You know, even on the hard days, there's times as you start getting 228 and beyond, you're
Yeah.
thinking, okay,
Yeah.
you can see the light at the end of the tunnel,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, no, there's no regrets.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I enjoy every
Right.
minute and can think back to the different kids that
Yeah.
had
Oh yeah.
different students that I dealt with,
Impact.
different
Yep.
teachers
Yep.
that worked with them,
Yep.
and the
Well,
faculty and staff, and
well,
different events
and
in that
Even
career
thinking
that-
back to that one teacher, I mean, I could say probably a couple that inspired you back then, and know, you know, they knew your situation, they knew your lot in life, but supported you. And I mean, just getting that confidence, even at that level for me, man, I was like, man, I can do whatever I want to do. you
Yeah.
know? So, and that's a great spot to be, I think,
Yep.
in this
Just have
business.
And I
somebody
think
else
that's
to
the neat
believe
thing
in.
about education is any profession, when people look back at why they're doing what they're doing, most of the time it's going to come back to a teacher,
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
a coach,
Yeah.
Yep.
some educator
Yeah.
in
Yep.
your life. And,
Yep.
and,
Yeah.
and I can say the same thing where
Yeah.
I had some really good coaches, really good teachers
Oh, yeah.
that
Yep.
influenced me and probably the reason I ended up doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah, and,
So-
and that's the neat thing is being able to pay that forward. And I mean, I think if you're in it long enough, sometimes you're going to see somebody, your path is going to cross with somebody in a similar situation at some point in your life. The
Yes.
struggle, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's great to look back on that and say, you know, hey, I know it's not exactly right or the same, but I mean, these are some of the things that helped me.
Well, I mean, I think that's the neat part when you meet as many people, and I've been fortunate enough to work in 4 different districts where I worked
Yeah.
with a lot of good people, and
Right.
so, but everybody has a story,
Oh, every
yeah.
you know. So when you're telling
are-
your story
that
and
is
your
so
walk, you're
true.
not saying that to have empathy for me or to feel sorry
Right.
for me if I had some hard times or whatever. This is just my story. This is my
Yeah.
walk. This
Yeah.
is why I am who I am.
Yeah,
And I
but
think-
sharing that's important because then that every kid has a story and kids
Yes.
are
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
so I think that's
and the cool
important.
thing is, the thing about your story, it's ongoing. So, congratulations on this chapter, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Sure, for sure.
Okay. All right, Katie's giving us the sheep's hook, so
Yeah.
we appreciate
She's
it.
telling me
Take-
I'm done. It looks
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah,
done. And,
Look,
you're out of the
and,
hot
you got
seat.
you got a better one coming behind.
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah.
Tanya said, "Look out!"
Yeah.
All right.
Well, appreciate it. All right, good to see you, man.
Thank
All right.
you. Good to see you.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
you're
Hey.
so cute.
Oh, you hadn't? Here, put on the headphone the hot seat headphones
seat
here. Let me fix
headphones.
those up for you. There you go.
This week y'all had to go present to, we did the regionals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I sat down, my pulse was 104.
Oh,
So you were talking to who?
You know, you have to, it was crazy.
Yeah.
You have to go in front of this board at the AAA.
Oh yeah.
bid for regionals.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
hey, there was
Yeah.
4 of us, and I won.
There you go.
All
Hey,
right.
that's what I love about Tanya.
Talking
She's
about-
ever the competitor. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I love it.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
Cornhole.
Cornhole, washer,
Washers.
whatever. Yeah.
she's coming for
Exactly.
you.
She is coming for you. Well, good. Yeah. Tanya Welcher from South Pike County. You get called Tanya much?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yes, you know that, don't
Yes,
you?
I do. Yeah, and that's what I say. And my wife, I mean, in particular, people we've known for a long time. She said, I gave up. I'm like,
Right.
yeah. So.
Yeah.
Right, sometimes
Well,
you just answer.
We
Yeah.
always just say, "Poor Tanya."
Yeah.
I
When we work with her, we're
Yeah.
like, "Poor
I tell them all
Tanya."
the time, when you're in kindergarten and you were learning your colors, what did TAN spell?
Exactly.
Tan.
That's
My
right.
name is
Yeah.
Tanya.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So to the bidding on the regional basketball tournament, a little bit of work involved in that.
Well, mine was actually baseball, softball.
Oh, baseball, softball.
because I
okay.
just built
Yeah.
that new complex.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep,
And
yep.
So yes, sir. We were wanting to do it last year, but we just didn't have everything completed.
Right.
You have to have perimeter
Yeah.
fencing. You have to have
Okay.
the field
Yeah.
tarps, and
Yeah.
we've got everything. I told him I
Yeah.
built it to have this.
Yeah.
So
Is that baseball, softball natural or is it turf?
ours is natural.
Okay,
We
yeah.
went
So
natural.
I mean, that's why I love watching baseball, softball.
Yeah.
I mean, turf's okay for football, but for baseball, softball, I mean, I get it, I guess.
But they're
Uh,
saying like turf
Yeah.
can cause, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know, just more injury, like the way.
Well,
Yeah.
it does. The ball plays differently.
Oh,
you
it
know.
does,
You
for
really
sure.
have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. I can remember even back when I was in college, the fraternity was on a softball tournament, and like the pitcher's mound and the 2 batting boxes were turf back then. But when that sucker bounced off of that turf, pitcher's mound especially,
Right.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, good for y'all. I mean, and the
Yeah.
thing is about one of the things I love about your district is it's a community. You
That's
know what I'm
exactly
saying?
right.
We've got some areas, in like in Garland County, for instance, there's 7 districts,
Right.
but like the Malverns, Murfreesboro, those communities come together. I mean, it's to me, I still love that about school systems
Right.
and seeing everybody come together.
I'm
and
telling
make
you,
it
just
happen.
since I was able to put the news out that we did receive the bid and getting to host it. I've had
Right.
so many community members already. Hey,
Yeah.
what can we do? Can we bring
Right.
our barbecue trailer? Can we
Yeah.
bring this? Can we bring that?
Absolutely.
So they're
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
wanting to
So-
kick in and help. So.
Yeah.
That's
so,
awesome.
So with that being a regional, what is that? 8 teams on each, or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were a little nervous getting before AAA?
Well, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
doing it for the first time. And
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
I am very competitive.
Yeah.
There was 4 of us against
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
so.
So how
You're
was
like,
how big?
"This is why you
I
need to
guess
pick
I
me."
mean I've never really done that.
Okay,
but
so there are 18. There's 18 voting reps, which
Oh,
are other
wow.
superintendents,
Yeah,
and things
yeah,
around this
yeah.
table, and so
Uh-huh.
you stand up, and you had the option of being there in person or being on Zoom.
Yeah.
But of
yeah.
course, I talked to a few and just said, okay, what's the best? And they said,
Yeah.
no, if you're really
In
interested,
person,
you need
Yeah.
to be there. Be
oh
there
yeah.
in
You
person.
got to press the flesh.
And
Oh,
so,
yeah.
absolutely, and you only had 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
3 minutes to
Oh.
get everything in, and you just kind of tell them, your facilities and why you want it,
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. And
So did you practice much, or did you just go?
Yeah, I'm really not. I mean, if
Yeah.
we practice, I'm going to get up there and say something
You're,
totally
hey,
different.
you're my kind of
I am
gal.
just,
Yeah. Yeah.
I may they laugh because I'll write all these notes and then I never go by anything.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
know,
but-
and my wife, it's funny you say that. Like when I was superintendent, when I was speak at graduation, every year I had me a good speech typed up. And she goes, I honestly don't know why you waste your time doing that, because you're not going to. And I think maybe of the 9 years I was there, I did 2 that way. The rest of them,
Yeah.
I'd slide it under my chair.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, maybe a kid would say something that sparked something, or I just may, hey, this is an opportunity here or there. But yeah, but I think there's a lot of truth in that, and I guess that's I don't want to harp on my radio background, but that's one of those things as far as getting over prepared. I mean,
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean things are going to happen, and so when they roll out and how you react and make it kind of natural, I think people appreciate that.
Right.
you
I
know?
think so too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
I don't know. I like preparing, but yeah, I see
Right.
the value in just kind of
Yeah.
just
so,
like the podcast.
yeah.
Just talk.
Right.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. She came in with a big old book of questions the first
Ugh.
day, and I'm like,
That's just the math brain.
so we
trying to
ain't
be-
doing that. So
Right.
but yeah. So how long have you been in the soup seat now?
This is my 4th year.
4th year,
Yes.
right? So
Yes, sir.
let me ask this question.
Okay.
So being year 4, I mean, do you reflect back on that first year and think about some of the things you got anxious about that now you look back and go, man, why did I get so worked up? about
Yes,
that?"
absolutely. One of them
Yeah.
actually coming up is this weather situation.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So now you're just
Yeah.
I'm telling
yeah,
you. I mean, it's
yeah.
still. I mean, you always get concerned, but that
Right.
first year, I was
Yeah.
just.
I
Do I
know.
make the right decision?
Yeah.
Do I not?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
what
yeah.
to do?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I actually changed in our calendar to kind of help me with that.
Right.
We didn't have. I mean, we had weather days, but they were not built in. We
Right.
had them. Well, we're
Sure.
going to take this and this
Yeah.
after last year. Well, we had to miss so much, and we had
Yeah.
these Fridays we had to give up that we were supposed to
Right.
be out.
Sure.
People already had
Yeah.
trips and things planned.
Yeah.
I said no. I
Yeah.
built the 5 days in the calendar.
Right.
So now I'm like,
Yeah.
we're okay. If
Yeah,
we have to, we're going to
absolutely.
be what's safe, and that's
Yeah.
it's so much
Well,
better.
and
Yeah.
that's the thing about the weather. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been kind of keeping an eye on it
Yeah.
too, and it's changed so much. And,
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't know till it hits. I mean,
Exactly.
in
No,
all
so
honesty.
a few hours before, then
And,
you
Right.
know.
and the best you can do is the best you can do is how I look at that. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So Katie is giving us the
Okay.
shepherd. Okay, guys.
She's keeping.
Well, man,
Katie's
that's awesome.
taskmaster.
Yeah, go Rattlers, man.
Absolutely.
You guys,
Appreciate it.
yeah,
Appreciate
you
it.
guys. That's good. That's
We will
good
see
news.
you. We will see you soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. Good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
talking to us. All right,
Oh, Lord.
Roy's wrapping us up. Is
Okay.
it already? Oh man, we're going quick. Roy, you wrapping us up today?
Wrapping it up to save the best for last. Of
That's
course.
right.
Well, yeah. We kind of got the same message. They said we ran out of folks, but hey,
Well, hey, it's only how you say it.
yeah, you do you, Roy. So, I mean, you've been on our podcast a couple times, but now you're in a new seat or a new discussion point at Reach University.
Yes.
Again, this is how long's Reach been around?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. They're out of Oakland, California.
Right.
I first heard of them when I was co-op director, probably
Right.
6-7 years ago.
Right.
They're making inroads into Arkansas, and they're in several schools in Arkansas.
Right.
But they're trying to grow. It's funny. This time last year, I actually ran into their growth coordinator here at this
Yeah.
conference.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he said, man, we need somebody in Arkansas that kind of knows the lay of the land, knows some
Right.
folks. And I said, well, I might be able to find you somebody. And I asked some people, nobody wanted. Finally, he said, why don't you do it? I'm like, I'm really kind
Yeah.
of busy. But,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
You're like,
so-
I'm retired, but
Yes.
I'm working, but I'm yeah.
So, but it's really a cool program. I always said, and you probably, Darren, when you were principal or superintendent, you always had those paraprofessionals that worked in your school
Absolutely.
that
Yeah.
were outstanding,
Yeah.
great with
Yeah.
kids. And sometimes you just think, man, they're as good as the teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're like, man, I wish they. Well, life happened.
Yep.
They didn't get a chance to go to
Right.
college. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
This program allows that.
Okay.
This program is really tailored to working paraprofessionals, people in school.
Gotcha.
They get to count some of that hours that they're working
Oh, wow.
as part of their
Yeah.
college credit.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So that's who we target. Gives them an opportunity, and it's dirt cheap. $75 a month, basically $900 a year.
Wow.
You get a college degree, and in Arkansas,
Yeah.
you get teacher certification. as
Well, and the tough part is sometimes, like you're saying, is of those paras. I mean, it is about the money because
Yeah.
let's call it what it is. A para ain't making a lot of money,
No, they're not.
and I mean, and I always say we're not paying them near enough. You know?
Right.
But
Right.
sometimes, I mean, that cost prohibitive piece,
Yes.
just they feel like it closes the door on
Right.
that.
It's either that and time. You
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
they've got a family, they've
Yeah.
got kids
Right.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that reaches online.
Right.
And the cool thing about it is most of the instructors are working professionals in the state of Arkansas.
Wow.
Either superintendents, active superintendents, or teachers that
Wow.
that reach as
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
so they know the lay of the land in Arkansas.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
awesome.
really an awesome program.
And it
Yeah.
sounds like schedule wise, I mean, they work around for
they
the most
work
part.
around your
Yeah.
schedule.
Wow.
They do.
Yeah.
So,
That's great.
like I said, I'm just trying to help them get the word out.
Yeah, absolutely.
To schools and let
Great
schools know.
opportunity.
Yeah, and that's what they're wanting. They're wanting schools to partner. They want the school
Right.
to partner. They sign an MOU, and at that point, Reach will come in and basically do a presentation
Right.
to their staff. And if anybody
Yeah.
wants to participate,
Right.
they do. The school really has no obligation.
Yeah.
Now, we have some schools that they want their paras they want to grow their own.
Right. Absolutely.
So schools will actually pay their tuition even
oh wow.
in some cases.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
it really is free.
Yeah, absolutely. it
Yeah.
is.
So
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity. And,
Yeah.
I encourage anybody out there that's listening, if you're interested in going back to school, they will even. I just found out here a couple months ago. They will even. You don't even have to be an employee of the school if you're a substitute teacher
Oh,
working
wow.
in a school.
Oh.
As long as you're getting in a certain amount of hours a week. I think
Gotcha.
at least 2 days a week
Yeah.
in the classroom with kids.
Wow.
They count that. So
Oh
they can,
wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's almost sounds too good to be true.
It does.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
does.
But I like the part you just said about growing your own because you know where we experience it, especially at the co-op level, is at pre-K. I mean, we get lots of good paras in there.
Yes.
And we've had 2 or 3 go on to become.
Yeah.
Yeah, become
But yeah,
certification,
and I tell you, it's and here's what I will say: once they do get to that point, they're some of the best teachers we've ever had.
You're exactly right.
You know, and-
Yep.
and
Exactly
so-
right. They've
Yep.
seen it, and they've worked with the kids.
Yeah.
They have a heart for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have
That's what I
heart
started
and
saying.
the work ethic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they
Get the hard work
100% have the passion.
Yeah,
Yep.
So,
exactly.
the only people probably that get paid less than paras, which again don't get paid enough, but would be radio people. That's why I took a job in education, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, well, man, appreciate it.
Hey, you bet. I appreciate it.
Hey.
It's always good to talk to you
Man,
guys.
I tell you
Always
what,
good.
appreciate
hey,
the opportunity.
You're the hardest working retiree I know.
Well, I know. I got to slow down,
yeah,
you know, but
yeah.
Roy's got the best attitude too. I love
He
it.
does.
Just-
He does.
I love being around people.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. Get
Oh,
to
yeah.
come
Yeah.
see my friends. And,
Yeah.
Well, and that's the coolest part about this is like you say, getting to see all the people that you meet through the years. And
yes.
the only thing I can't quite wrap my head around it is again, who let all these youngsters in here? You know what I'm saying?
They look like they ought to
Isn't
still
that
be in
the-
high
yeah.
school,
Isn't
don't
that
they?
the
You and
truth?
I are the guys that when we got in it going, dang, who's those old farts? That's
Yeah.
us now. Yeah.
All those white hairs out there
Yeah,
in the
that's
room.
us,
You know?
yeah.
Well, they need to retire.
And now I'm saying, who opened the damn door to the nursery, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm still going
Uh,
to consider
yeah.
myself a youngster.
Yeah,
You are.
well,
You
yeah.
are.
Well, but you're sitting next to a couple of experienced.
That's
dudes,
right.
You know, so-
Experience.
that's right.
Experience.
Well, man, appreciate it.
You bet.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it
that as
much.
always.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
absolutely. Good to
Good
see
to
you.
Thank you.
So yeah. Okay, so Katie,
Katie cutting us off.
are you coming over and going to get on camera? Oh, you're
No.
not? Okay, I thought maybe you would. So, well, I guess
so.
that's going to put the wraps on it. So,
Yeah, it's been a good live session.
yeah, it has been a
Enjoyed
good live
talking to some
session.
new
yeah,
folks.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
always funny. It's like it's like we're caged animals in a zoo.
Yeah.
Your perspective's not quite as good as mine, but
Yeah.
everybody's over there like, what are they doing?
I know.
And then
I
they
know.
see it's us, and they're like, never mind.
They're like, run away before
That's right,
Katie
exactly,
grabs you.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap it for this session of Spilling the Tea from the 2006 Superintendent Symposium.